Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a stellar fractal that will blow your mind. This is a bottoming fractal that I have pointed out and really been watching for a while now, but I haven't shared it with any of my public viewers until today. So you're going to want to make sure that you follow clear to the end so that you guys know exactly what's going to happen with Stellar, that classic old banking coin. For the people that are OGs and have been following me for a long time, you guys know that I have been a long-term investor in Stellar, and one of the earliest buys and some of the signals that I originally posted were right here in this huge dip before we rallied all the way up to just under $1. This coin has a lot of profit potential in the future, so I'm going to be going over exactly how this can reverse and what I expect from here. Make sure that you guys hit that like button for me right now, as well as the subscribe button, because I am dedicated to uploading 5 videos a week all through 2020, and I have a personal goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers. Also, you guys, again, hit that like button for me because I have a goal on this video of reaching 150 likes. So let's see if we can go ahead and do that. Let's get straight into the analysis. So this is Stellar on the logarithmic chart, and this is 2014 and 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. So we actually have a lot of price data here with Stellar because it is one of the earlier coins. Again, for the OGs that watch my channel, you guys are aware of both Stellar and XRP because these were some of the first banking coins. And so what is a bank coin? Well, bank coins are working with banks instead of completely eliminating them. So it's still a cryptocurrency, still uses blockchain technology, but they're working with banks. So this is very, very useful because I believe there will be a period of time that we transition from banking into cryptocurrency, because just like we still use letters sometimes today, but most stuff goes through emails, that's kind of how I expect cash and banks to be with crypto. Is yes, most people will be using emails for most of everything that they do, or also known as most people will be using cryptocurrency for everything that they do. But there will be the people that still use paper money, and there will be the people that still use banks occasionally. And because of that, I think that Stellar and XRP will both have a very, very nice bull run in the moving towards that point, because they're still going to be useful for quite some time, and they are good transitional coins. Okay, so let's get into the fractal because I want to talk about the bottom formation pattern. This right here is the previous market cycle in 2015. We have this rally up to here, and then we get to this huge corrective pattern, and we finally break this descending resistance line that I have drawn right here, this black line. And that is where the prices rally up and then fall back onto that line as support, bounce again, fall back onto the horizontal support, and then break out of that cycle and start impulsing. Now, what I actually see happening right here is very similar. It's a little bit different. I'll go over what is different about it, but it rhymes with it. And often, although two cycles aren't exactly the same, they rhyme. And if you can see that rhyme, then you can go ahead and profit off of it. So this right here is a descending resistance line again. As you can see, the market went into a bear market and then hit this descending resistance, fell back onto support, broke out of the descending resistance and fell back onto it as support. And now I think this is where we can see a bottom pattern occur in this market, which would actually look very nice because that would also be a left head, or a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder as well. So it would go along with chart patterns. It wouldn't only be from a perspective of fractal. We would be getting chart patterns here as well. Now, if the horizontal support of Stellar fails, that horizontal support level is about 4 cents, then that would not be very good for the bulls. That would probably mean that we're capitulating to some of these lower support levels in here. I don't think that's going to happen, but I want you to be aware that that 4 cent level is our major support. We also have horizontal resistance right here at 8 cents. And if we get above that horizontal resistance at 8 cents, that really confirms the inverse head and shoulders pattern and confirms that we'll probably head up towards these resistance levels. And those would be 15 cents and 20 cents. So those are the kind of price targets that I'm looking for in the short term. As far as the long term goes, I do expect Stellar to break past its all-time high. And the reason for that is because we have only done a 1 and a 2, a 3 and a 4, and we still have not completed its fifth wave in its cycle. So it would not surprise me at all if we do get above the previous all-time high in Stellar Lumens and can break for new highs. $5 is a really, really good spot to be watching as far as a break of the all-time high. The previous all-time high is around 80 cents. So if we get above the previous all-time high of around 80 cents, that $5 mark is the next place I will personally be watching for Stellar to head towards. There's plenty of volume for us to see a breakout here and breakout of horizontal resistance because we already broke that descending resistance line, which is very bullish. And I think that this falling wedge pattern is also a very strong signal as well, with 7 points in the wedge, which is very typical of a falling wedge pattern. That's an A, B, C, D, E wave. And so with that E wave being completed, this is likely to be starting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott cycle. So Stellar Lumens is definitely one that I'm watching, one that I'm very hyped about. The FUD is real in the markets right now, but it reminds me exactly of the last bottom and the last fractal of when Stellar actually completed its cycle, capitulated, and saw a reversal pattern. So you guys, make sure that you guys are checking out Stellar. If it's not one that you currently hold, check and see how many coins that you hold. If you hold like 15 coins, maybe you probably shouldn't pick this one up too. Or you could consolidate some of those coins so that you have less of them. I just personally don't recommend to have a ton of random coins. And so because of that, if you do have room in your portfolio, this is an excellent one to pick up. If you don't, there's lots of coins that you probably already have that are good as well. But this is definitely one that I recommend you guys check out. So make sure that you guys, again, hit that like button for me right now, as well as the subscribe button. And comment down below where you're tuning in from in this beautiful world. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you so much for all the support I have been receiving lately, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's update. As always, stay profitable out there.